My esteemed parents, teachers, guests, and fellow almost graduates, please rise for the national anthem sung by Centennial High School Madrigals.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose proud stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Class of 2018 and honored guests, please be seated. These guys. My name is Fayez Zaidi, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for today's graduation. Please take a moment to silence your phones. In case of an emergency, please walk calmly towards your nearest exit. I would like to introduce the distinguished guests who are on stage. Please hold all applause until the end. Ms. Cynthia L. Valancourt, Chairman, Howard County Board of Education. Ms. Sandra French, Howard County Board of Education. Mr. Ananta Hijebu, Howard County Board of Education. Dr. Michael Martirano, Interim Superintendent, Howard County Public School System. Mrs. Claire Hayfitz, Principal of Centennial High School. The Honorable Bob Flanagan, Maryland State Delegate, District 9B. The Honorable Gail H. Bates, Maryland State Senator, District 9. The Honorable Dr. Terry Hill, Maryland State Delegate, District 12. The Honorable Dr. Clarence Lamb, Maryland State Delegate, District 12. The Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball, Vice Chairperson of the Howard County Council, District 2. Mr. Pat Saunderson, Community Superintendent. Mr. Ron Morris, Performance, Equity, and Community Response Officer. Ms. Erin Coleman, ARL Counselor. Centennial High School's Assistant Principals, Ms. Sandra Suber, Mr. Cameron Ranama, and Dr. Tracy Skultz. Mr. John Sharbaugh, 2018 Teacher of the Year. And Ms. Liz Engel and Mr. Colin Moe, Class of 2018 sponsors. When looking at history, according to Rodney McCaslin, there are two core ideas civilization follows: continuity and change. Continuity discusses how a people or ideology stays constant during a time and is unaffected by the environment around them. Change is a much more intricate aspect. It's the concept in which a group of people grow into a new image, a new form, essentially, where the people and places that very group influence their behaviors and actions, thus making something completely unique. Centennial High School is a story of change. From the moment we walked through those doors to this beautiful moment now, all of us have changed for the better. We were all awkward freshmen at one point, cautiously walking through the school, hoping to find our next class. We did not know what to do, who to interact, or even where to sit at lunch. That was the beginning of our new civilization. As the years progressed, though, and we went through new teachers, new classes, and new experiences, we grew into new, meaningful individuals. People who are here to help others in the future. People who are to use their experience here in the real world. People destined to provide the significance of being an eagle. All beginnings, though, must come to an end. But that does not mean we, as people, can't immigrate to a new civilization and provide meaningful actions. So I urge all of you, spread your eagle wings and fly. And now, I have the honor to introduce today's student speaker. Goodness is about character, integrity, honesty, kindness, generosity, moral courage, and the like. More than anything else is how we treat other people. When describing this next individual, Dennis Prager said it best. I've had the privilege to know her for about 8 years, since my days in CLES, Centennial Lane Elementary School. She plays an avid role in the Centennial community as an NHS member at large, its academic co-president, member of Awkward Improv, and public relations manager for Girl Up. She'll be attending UBC in the fall to study biology. Please welcome Samyuk Durao.
Last week, on Thursday, our last day of school ever, I swore to myself that I would never again, in my life, wake up as early as we had to for school for the past 12 years. And it's not even a week later, and it feels like 5 a.m., and I'm giving a speech. So we're gonna see how this goes. My name is Samyukta Rao, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share my thoughts on a day that is meant for all of us. Graduation. It's the long-awaited culmination of our 4 years at Centennial, the day dedicated specifically to turning the page, to closing one chapter of our lives and opening the next. On this day, it is just as important to look back as it is to look ahead, to preserve the past in our hearts, to remember everyone and everything that brought us here today, and to take the most important lessons with us as the page turns. In 9th grade, we came in as innocent as little Scout Finch, fresh from the sheltered and coddled middle school atmosphere, straight into the lion's den, high school. That year, Atticus taught us to look for the good inside people and seek out the humanity that connects us all, no matter the outside appearance. 10th grade was much like Lord of the Flies. We were on our own island, immersed in chaos, and in the throes of immaturity. A ripe time for us to imbibe the importance of Ralph's lesson, true integrity, of making a conscious decision to live righteously in a chaotic scene. Then junior year, the tone of high school became just a little more consequential. We were forced to confront our futures and decide who it is that we wanted to be. Huck Finn reminded us that we, as the youth, have the power to recognize flaws in established truths and take steps to change them. Finally, senior year, and it feels like an eternity already, just from this speech alone. Our final year, the apex of our experience, was spent in preparation to leave our privileged and beautiful corner of Howard County, to live new lives, to meet new people. Marlowe from Conrad's classic Heart of Darkness showed us how easy it is for us to dehumanize and discredit others without knowledge of who they really are. But the depth and complexity of Okonkwo's story, From Things Fall Apart, enlightened us to the reality that we are all human, and we must live with the genuine belief that we are all the same inside. Art imitates life, life imitates art. Even so, our class never had much mastery of art. In the span of 4 years, we have never once won the mural contest. But we're not salty. Throughout high school, we flipped many literal pages, transitioned from chapter to chapter, whether it be in textbooks we've opened, or not opened for that matter, novels, spiral notebooks, or essays we've written. no matter how late past the deadline we've turned them in. We may not have enjoyed every single one, but that's okay, because finally, we get to decide which book we will read next, because it will be the one we've written. And today, I have the great honor of starting off all of our books for us with the most important page. At the beginning of every book is the dedication page, an acknowledgement to those who made every small step of the journey possible. For us, there's so much to be grateful for. To the friends we made here, you were the ones who pushed through the congested hallways of Centennial alongside us each day, and you are those who will continue to stand by our side for the rest of our lives. Thank you not only for the constant support, but also for the wonderful times, all of which form a treasure trove of joyous memories. To our teachers and wonderful principal, thank you for taking on what oftentimes may seem like a thankless career. Thank you for prioritizing your students always, in dedication of your personal time to our clubs and our grades, and in keeping the students' best interests always at heart. And finally, to our parents, to whom we owe the gift of life itself, thank you for being our very first teachers. You opened our eyes to the world around us. It is to you especially that we are so indebted, for we all owe our being and character to you. And now to look ahead. We are the authors now. The next book is our own. There's a great responsibility behind that role because we owe ourselves a good read. And as authors, I realized the world is our creation. Everything we see is what we choose to see. Life is a projection of what's inside of us. We create our world based on who we are and what we value. The person who we are inside, the person who we choose to be each day through the decisions we make, invariably will dictate the reality in which we live. As authors, we write our world. And that's why we must choose to be our best selves each day. We realize finally, through extensive analysis of this completed chapter, that at the end of education is character. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, a saint from India, once said, "Politics without principles, education without character, science without humanity, and commerce without morality are not only useless, but also positively dangerous." For as much as we all grumbled and griped about school, our education played such a critical role in molding us into who we are today and who we will be in the future. As we go forth, we must never forget to step back and to appreciate our situation before it's gone. Our ability to look through different lenses is what gives us the capacity to create. The story is now ours to write. Congratulations, class of 2018.
When asked about what to include in his introduction, he told me not to mention his stunning good looks, unbelievable intelligence, and superior athletic ability. He claims, quote, "I am humble, you know?" He was joking then, but in reality, this next speaker has every right to boast about his qualities. Coming into high school is a scary transition and can be quite daunting. As Centennial's 2018 Teacher of the Year, our next speaker found a way to touch and affect each and every one of his students, ensuring their success in the English classroom and making sure each feels welcome in the Centennial community. Through his hard work, savvy humor, and kindness, this next speaker is quite the Renaissance man when it comes to teachers. He's the first teacher of only freshmen to receive the Teacher of the Year award at Centennial. Please welcome Mr. John Sharbaugh.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage. that blessed arrangement that... Oh, wrong speech, sorry. Sorry, but right there. Sorry. Timing. Come on now, get out of here. Thank you for the kind introduction and the opportunity to speak to you today. I am proud to join you in celebration of this distinguished occasion. I must admit I've been looking forward to giving this speech since 2:38 this morning, when I awoke in a cold sweat due to my deep fear of speaking to large crowds in an outdoor setting, wearing a gown. Well, first of all, let me congratulate you, Centennial High School class of 2018. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. Soon, you will be high school graduates. And congratulations to you, parents and guardians of this fine class. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. Soon, you will continue to house, feed, and financially support your high school graduates. It is with great honor and irony that I stand before you today as Teacher of the Year. It is an honor that you have selected me, a freshman English teacher, to speak at your graduation. Yet there is irony, because the year is 2018, almost 2 decades into the 21st century, and I may be the least 21st century teacher at Centennial. I have at best provided you with a mid to late 20th, some may argue 19th century education. My primary teaching tools consist of books, paper, pens, pencils, chalk, a chalkboard, and my most trusted friend, the overhead projector. In fact, I may be the least 21st century person you can imagine. For example, my cell phone is a flip phone. I rarely turn it on, and I never have it on me. I have never tweeted on Twitter, nor have I ever snapped on Snapchat. In fact, last week, I almost engaged in fisticuffs with a gentleman because he insisted I just DVR it. I had no idea what he meant, but was certain it was scandalous. I've been under the impression for several years that hashtag is a gateway drug. You see, I'm not technologically advanced. I've only sent and received about a dozen text messages in my entire life. It is also a bit ironic why I'm here today, as I have blatantly ignored the students I have taught after I have taught them. Class of 2018, for 3 years, I've done my best to be forgotten. So why am I Teacher of the Year? Well, I think I know the answer. I found it when reading the comments you wrote when voting for me, which are marvelous, and I thank you. The comments praise me for being funny, inspiring, and engaging. Engaging? You may have witnessed or perhaps experienced my attempts to be patently disengaged over the last 3 years. Why? Why would I ignore you? Well, I have a confession to make. It's kind of embarrassing, so don't tell anyone. I guess I just didn't know how to move on when you started seeing other English teachers. I thought we had something special, and then you left me. You broke my heart. How could you? I gave you all I had. I engaged with you. We were engaged. We suffered through tragedy with Elie Wiesel's Night. We explored a future where technology reigns king and human interaction is a lost art in Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. We experienced Esperanza's coming of age together by reading Sandra Cisneros' The House on Mango Street. And we tried to make sense of the farcical world of love and relationships in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. I shared stories of my childhood with you. The Spam Museum. We went through a lot together. We were engaged. And then you left me. But you brought me back into your lives, and here we are, a testament, perhaps, of what might really matter in education: student-teacher engagement. In this time of instantaneous information fueled by technology and devices, I wonder how we all will really engage in such a world. But I have faith in you because I know you've learned a few things over the course of your young lives, and I'd like to think that you've learned a few lessons from freshman English. For one, I'd like to think that you learned from Knight the value of speaking up against injustice, not necessarily by tweeting about injustice, but by living against it. Living your life to prevent injustice by accepting others, regardless of race, class, gender, sexual orientation, or religion. Living your life to speak out with your actual voice in actual situations. Living your life with Wiesel's words in mind. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Speak up. I'd like to think that Fahrenheit 451 warned you about overuse and reliance on technology. I'm not so naive as to think that you will stop using devices, but I ask you to pause. Pause. Pause to have face-to-face conversations with the people in your life. Pause to eat technology-free meals with loved ones. Pause to actually experience a concert or ball game with your eyes and your ears, not the lens and speaker of your phone. Pause to appreciate the beauty of the world. Take a moment to tilt your head back and taste the rain, as Clarice teaches Montague to do. Just pause. I'd also like to think that the house on Mango Street taught you the importance of self-reliance. You have been educated and will continue to be educated the remainder of your life, so make strong choices as you learn. Like Esperanza, choose to trust yourself by learning from those around you. Avoid their mistakes and imitate their successes. Know that this is your life. You are not a character in a book. You are a valued human being, and that value begins with how you cherish yourself. Class of 2018, you are what you expect yourself to be. And I'd like to think that A Midsummer Night's Dream allowed you to appreciate the ups and downs of life. You have many triumphs and, sadly, tragedies ahead of you, but you have some control, for you can define your life by the choices you make. Will college direct your path through adulthood? Perhaps it will be the military, trade school, or the workplace. No matter the path you choose, I recommend you choose what you love. And remember Lysander's advice to Hermia, that the course of true love never did run smooth. The course of your life will have its highs and lows, but know that you are not alone. We all face hardships, and we all enjoy happiness. Chart your course. Choose to do what you love. Centennial Class of 2018, we were engaged, but we, at this very moment, are engaged again, for you have remembered me, and I will never forget you. As you move forward from this day, find your passion, embrace your life and live it to the fullest. Speak up, take time to pause, get engaged, trust yourself to make smart choices, and one day you will do something that will be remembered. Thank you.
Totally forgot. Say something corny, like in, all right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. I heard that. Sorry, I'm a millennial. It's in my DNA. Our next speaker is an integral part of the Centennial community. I was privileged enough to have her as my principal for both middle and high school, and can attest that she truly cares about her students' well-beings and reaches out to us every single day. Anytime I see her, I see a wide smile, eager to help any student. She constantly gives off a benevolent vibe and is always ready to further the Centennial community in any way. She truly personifies what it means to be an Eagle. To present the graduates for the last time, please welcome Mrs. Claire Hafitz.
First of all, I have to follow Mr. Sharbaugh. That's absolutely not fair. But welcome. County Executive Alan Kittleman is sorry that he could not be in attendance at Centennial's graduation due to the need to be in Ellicott City because of the devastating flooding. However, he sends his best and wishes to the class of 2018. Mr. Kittleman has been a strong advocate for Centennial, a great friend to this community, and has recognized many of our students over the past years. We were honored to have him with us in August to celebrate Centennial's 40th year of excellence. So good morning, distinguished guests, parents, staff, and most importantly, our graduating seniors. Ms. Carlson has asked me to limit my speech to 5 minutes, not going to happen, and no tap dancing. So I don't know, I can't even do a little soft shoe. We want to acknowledge the outstanding Centennial High School staff, our extremely supportive community, the exemplary programs and organizations, and the best parents in Howard County who have guided and have been committed to supporting our students to help them achieve all that they have accomplished during their high school years. Together, we have provided tremendous opportunities this year for our students. We continue to improve our communication, increase our school spirit, and recognize students throughout the year for all of their wonderful accomplishments and achievements. The class of 2018, our 41st graduating class, continues our commitment to excellence and raises the bar even higher. 99% of the class of 2018 will be moving on to college. This is an absolutely amazingly high percentage, and one that I am not sure is fully recognized. Many of our students will be attending college in Maryland, including College Park, UMBC, Johns Hopkins, Towson, St. Mary's, Stevenson, Frostburg, Morgan State, HCC. Some will be leaving Maryland and will be attending the University of Pennsylvania, Yale, Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, NYU, Cal Berkeley, Duke, and other impressive universities in many other states. 2 students will be attending the United States Naval Academy, and 1 student will be attending the United States Coast Guard Academy. And we even have 2 students who will be leaving the United States to attend college in Ireland and Japan. Centennial will be well represented internationally and across the United States as our Eagles continue to soar. Over $6 million in scholarship money has been offered to our students, showing the value that colleges place on a Centennial education. As parents, it is not always appreciated by others to brag about your own children. So please let me have the privilege of doing that for you, because I am so proud to have been the principal for these remarkable students, and here are just a few of their accomplishments this year. Our Science Olympiad has been the state champions for 3 years in a row. You have won awards in poetry, music, engineering, debate, theater, dance, world languages, Model UN, and art, which will hang in the halls of the United States Congress. Our It's Academic team is the Baltimore Metro champions for the past 4 years. And at the National High School Tournament in Atlanta last weekend, This team achieved 5th place in the nation. We are the #1 team from Maryland, and we are the #1 public school with under 2,000 student enrollment in the nation. Our mock trial team has advanced to the highest levels in the state. And athletically, while not yet a football powerhouse, we are state champions in track, cross country, wrestling, and 3A regional champion in boys soccer and boys lacrosse. So many of you have been recognized on the school level, on the county level, on the state level, and even on the national level. A shout out to Chai Morale. She is a finalist in the Regeneron Science Competition. She is one of only 40 students in the nation. Our wind ensemble was selected to compete in the Midwest Clinic next December, making it one of only 4 programs in the entire nation to be accepted. That's right. Centennial has 14 National Merit Scholars and 49 commended National Merit Scholars. This is unprecedented. We had more than any other high school in the county. I am so proud of all of you, and our teachers and staff are so pleased that you have taken advantage of the opportunities provided for you to achieve such success. The class of 2018 has excelled and distinguished itself in so many ways, including its commitment to excellence, dedication, perseverance, and so much school spirit. You continue to create new traditions at Centennial. For example, this year you organized One Centennial, which showcased our diversity. Students facilitated and led student workshops, which provided student voice. The TED Talks you presented were so powerful, and you continue to pursue an understanding of each other. I truly believe that Centennial does not get enough credit for its diversity. As you see our students walk across this stage, please take note that we are, in my view, and in the view of our Howard County Council representative, the most diverse school in the county. It is the key to our greatness. Our students started RISE, Research in Science and Engineering Conference, and for the second year, it was a success. March Madness and our Zacking Against Cancer tournament was a huge success. World Fest, which also celebrated Centennial's diversity, has become an awesome event. And our Women's Empowerment Series, She's the First and Girl Up, provide awareness to many societal issues. And of course, our Eagle Ambassadors do such a great job in representing our school community. Our SAT score for the class of 2018 is 1309. This is the highest in the county. And we have graduating seniors that have perfect scores on their English and math SATs. Polly Moser had a perfect English SAT score, and we had 19 seniors with perfect math SAT scores. We also have students with perfect scores on their ACTs, Swadam Nayubola and Franklin Yang. There are only approximately 240 in the entire nation with perfect scores. Almost 700 students took 1,602 advanced placement exams in May. More than 84% of you have taken an AP course, and 128 of you are Centennial Scholars, meaning you have taken more than 6 AP exams that cover more than 4 different disciplines and have scored a 3 or higher on every exam. This is 1/3 of the senior class. According to U.S. News & World Report 2018, we are ranked among the top high schools in the state. And we are even ranked, this is my favorite, 116th best STEM high school in the nation, And we're not even a STEM school. Just a tremendous amount to be proud. When you arrived at Centennial 4 years ago, I shared with you on that very first day of high school that your next 4 years would be epic. I have known many of you since you were 11 years old, and like your parents, I have taken great pride in how you have matured and become intelligent young adults making good choices. You are prepared for anything that you desire to achieve. You have become exceptional individuals that are tolerant, kind, generous, caring, and sensible. And many times I have been humbled by the kindness of your hearts. You do have eagle pride. Tomorrow, you will wake up in a new life full of yet-to-be-realized opportunities. It is now time to leave your eagle's nest because you are prepared, self-confident, trusting, responsible, and determined. I also think it's important to realize that your future is not just something that happens to you. It is up to you to create. In the words of another Howard County graduate who is very close to my heart, respect yourself, demand respect from others, and never let someone else define who you are or limit what you know you can do. I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you, take what you have learned throughout the last 4 years and put it to good use. Leave behind what isn't helpful and bring forward with you the lessons that will be the working parts of your greatest invention ever, your life. Finally, in April, I went with the dance company with Mr. Matcham and Mrs. Clark to Disney World. And at the end of the Magic Kingdom show, the announcer said, and I have to get into the spirit, and these are very special ears. You only get them when you perform at Disney World. The announcer said, "And so, our journey comes to an end, but yours continues on. Grab a hold of your dreams and make them come true. For you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after." Congratulations. I wish you success in your future and remind you always, be safe, have eagle pride, and always make good choices. Right. Please, today is a very, very special event, and we are expecting your best behavior this morning. We expect nothing less than the example you have set all year. Please behave appropriately, be a respectful audience. Please hold your applause. We want to be able to hear every name of every graduate. So, Mr. Hijibu and Dr. Martirano, as the very proud principal of Centennial High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive a Maryland high school diploma, a certificate of completion, a certificate of attendance, or a certificate of achievement. It is now my pleasure to introduce our interim superintendent, Dr. Michael J. Martirano.
Before I start, give your principal a resounding, thunderous round of applause for 5 years of service at Centennial High School. Claire, thank you for your outstanding service. Wonderful, wonderful. Good morning, Centennial High School. You are my favorite class right now, and I'm so happy to see you. You look marvelous. And as I start my words today, I just want to tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you, and recognizing that we have placed you in the center of this arena on purpose, with all of our wonderful dignitaries on stage, with all of your family members, all of your friends, community members, teachers, here to support you. And I listened intently to your Teacher of the Year, Mr. Sharbaugh. Give him a round of applause as well for an outstanding job. And I, too, recognize the power of an overhead projector as well. And listening to these wonderful words of kindness and all these wonderful accolades, but there's one missing. And I'm so disappointed that no one has recognized it. It's historical, it's monumental, and I want to start by saying you're welcome, because one of my main roles as superintendent is, community members, you'll appreciate this, is I'm the guy who gets those early morning phone calls, and I have the power to close schools. And yes, exactly. And I want to say to you, I'm so enthused about this. Your class exceeded expectation. You had 7 inclement weather days, the most ever in the history of the school system. You're welcome. You are welcome. And even on those days when we had wind, I closed school. Yes, parents, thank you for that acknowledgement. I have those 2,000 emails that you sent me, and I will be responding over the summer to each and every one of those. But I want to expose another level of intelligence that you didn't know about with your young people as they communicate with me directly through Twitter on those days when snow is coming. At MJM Super, dear Dr. Martirano, it's snowing. Close school now. And another wonderful one, how creative you are. The one individual who sent me a picture of ice from his freezer and put it on the driveway with a shoe there and said, hashtag, I've fallen and I can't get up. Close schools now. You're so creative. Use that intelligence for the future. I appreciate it. And Mr. Sharbaugh, that is hashtag, just so you understand. I have a few moments with you, and I want to be very crisp in my words. As you take your intelligence with you and your great skills, use those skills in a very positive way. I'm asking you to do everything that you do with compassion, kindness, and care. Do it with love and recognizing that love will conquer everything. Annihilate hate with love. And I ask you as you leave here today that you always think of others, those who are lost, left over, and forgotten, because we all need someone to help us. And I'm asking that you use those skills in a way to support each other as you move forward. Now, it's with great honor that I turn this now over to our board member, Mr. Ananta Hijibu. As he is walking to the stage, recognize he will be making some very profound words as well. And when he is finished, we get to give you your diplomas. So encourage him, if you would. Give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Martirano. What a beautiful group of people you are. Congratulations. Principal Hafetz presented you as eligible for graduation, but I decided to make up a quiz, and I decided you have to answer 2 questions before you can graduate. You ready? So how many of you over the last 12 months once or twice said, I can't wait to get out of here? Once or twice. I'm eager for the next thing. I'm ready to move on. You remember that? Okay, so you've passed the first question. My second question is, how many of you remember 4 years ago when you left your middle school and you said, I can't wait to get to high school? Do you remember? A few of you did. Anyway, my message to you is this: what changed in the past 4 years? That great energy and that great enthusiasm, I can't wait to get to high school, has somehow been transformed into, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. And in our world today, people are just really, really impatient. They're really eager to hurry up and get on to the next thing. And my message to you is, enjoy where you are today as best you can. I know sometimes school is boring, And I know as you move on to the university or to the military or to college, wherever you go, that's going to become boring. And when you get to your next job or when you have other things in your life, those might cause your emotions to change as well. And if you aren't careful, you might miss out on the opportunity to love today, to serve today, to enjoy the opportunities that you have today. And I just hate for you to miss anything. When you get to university, when you get to your job, I beg you to embrace, what can I learn today? How can I serve today? How can I love people today? Because you're going to wake up and you're going to be an old bald guy that's 53 years old. And you're going to say, oh gosh, I wish I was whatever that was. And so today is the day for you to hug your mom, hug your dad, love your brother, go serve, go give that person a kiss that you haven't given a hug or a kiss in a long, long time. Take advantage of every single opportunity because life is short, life is fragile, and you've got to take advantage of today. In the interest of celebrating today, let's bring on those diplomas.
Samyukta Rao. Fayez Zaidi. Basilica Arakiraj. Jacob Boye. Lauren Her. Jinyu Huang. Moitri Kazi. Valerie Matthews. Stephen Mitchell. Sabrina Ochoa. Shardul Rakshit. Jillian Rossback. Maximilian Shen. Leonardo Wu. Mr. Hijibu, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. From Fulton Elementary School, Miss Carol Burstein. Tara Burstein. From Centennial Lane Elementary School, Miss Laura Brown. Allison Brown. From Ellicott Mills Middle School, Miss Mary Campbell. Brady Buscemi. From Duckett's Lane Elementary School, Miss Julie Crocomo. Alexander Crocomo.
Slow down on these. Give a little extra time so we can get the picture. Once you get back to the regular names, you can pick it back up.
From Centennial High School, Miss Artisha Hammond. Davanya Hammond. From Longfellow Elementary, Zinhab Al-Shinawi. Hadil Hamoud. From River Hill High School, Linda Hong. Abigail Hong.
From Centennial High School, Stacy Russick. Jacob Horan. And Joshua Horan. From Hollyfield Station Elementary School, Michelle Parisi. Allison Parisi. From Atherton High School, Carolyn Pilcher. Claudia Pilcher. From the Homewood School, Anne Reese. Kathleen Reese. From Talbot Springs Elementary School, Laura Ressler. Emily Ressler. From Longfellow Elementary, Gina Rower. Justin Rower. From Central Office, Leslie Schlossberg. Jack Schlossberg. And from Howard High School, Massamy Stratton. Glenn Stratton. From Centennial High School, Kristen Taylor. Sean Taylor. Layla Abugada. Ali Adam. Caleb Adisu. Wanshika Argawal. Amaka Agbin. Mohammed Al-Barudi. Ifechku Alachebe. Emmeline Alme. Kayla Anderson.
Marie Andrew. Sana Aslam. Sydney Beck. Lucas Benavides. Leah Bicknell. Camden Blevins. Jacob Blucher. Brandon Boone. Hannah Boyd. Hunter Braun. Joanna Brock. Lauren Brown. Jasmine Bumbray. Diana Kagas. Ethan Carpenter. Jacob Carr. Yunsong Chang. Dylan Chow. Gabrielle Chaussee. Kelvin Chen. Annie Chung. Jade Chin. Victoria Chu. Nathan Cho. Hannah Choi. Jisoo Choi. John Choi. Yoonsaw Choi. Ashley Chu. Carolyn Chu. Daniel Cherson. Colin Cloud. John Cole. Neethi Contractor. Skylar Cordiano Mooney. Gregory Costello.
William Cox. Lucas Cunningham. Brendan Cutick. Isaac Daly. Megan Darty. Christina D. Ember Dellinger. Clifton Denby. Barry Dilla. Peyton Dilworth. Joseph DiPasquale. Samantha Dipple. Emmanuel Dogbo. Lily Dondoshansky. Ryan Donahue. Nicole Donzella. Tamara Dowding. Fabrizio Dalanto. Kelly Dunnigan. Grace Dwyer. Venkat Edpuganti. Amira Algendi. Dina El-Osli. Jordan Elterman. Sriranga Amani. Alina Endres. Angela Endres. Corey Udell. Samuel Taiwo Fakai. Sarah Kehinde Fakai. Zoa Faraz. Charles Farthing.
Harrison Fletcher. Ashley Florenzo. Morgan Fowle. Hayden Ford. Kylie Fromm. Shane Fusilier. Bo Gao. Daniel Gao. Katie Gao. Christian Garcia. Catherine Garner. Brett Gelfand. Joshua Gilbert. Dylan Glider. Robert Goldman. Nikki Guya. Julia Grable. Sydney Grossman. Jackson Guo. Ryan Guy. Hannah Haj Hamid. Rena Haj Hamid. Saif Hakim. Haley Hamshi. Bahet Haras. Michael Harris. Nicholas Haskins. Nida Hassan.
Kaylee Hassan. Yana Hatzidakis. Adam Haltoff. Faith Hayden. Nicholas Heiner. Daniel Hamani. Stephen Hendricks. Claudia Hill. Sean Hill. Jordan Hicks. Raynor Leibach. Peter Ho. Andrew Homan. Christopher Hopkins. Zara Hotate. Stephen Hu. Julong Hua. Abdulrahim Hussein. Anisha Ismail. Sriram Iyengar. Benjamin Jackson. Mohammed Jawed. Malika Kadaba. Kasiba Kamal.
Suprija Kandipakam. Ahmad Kareem. Miriam Cosme. Eric Kellerman. Khalil Kelly. Chase Kellman. Grace Kempton. Alexander Kepler. Lisa Kerr. Saraya Khaled. Sarah Khwaja. Aaron Kim. Francis Kim. Nova Kim. Paul Kim. Sally Kim. Terry Kim. Ethan Kinsler. Virginia Knight. Joshua Coe. Balaji Kodali. Brandon Kerner. Ethan Kerner.
Ram Katnana. Angela Ko. Hayden Cressley. Mayor Krishna. Sarah Crum. Victoria Krasinowski. Veronica Kunzel. Christine Kwok. Cassie Kwan. Ethan Kwan. Robert LaCava. Mary Grace Lambert. Anthony Landaverde. Jose Landrua. Tara Lanehart. Allison Langlos. Leah Las Casas. Ryan Leaning. Colette LeConte. Andrew Lee. Kara Lee. Changhee Lee. Daniel Lee. Andy Lee.
Kristen Lee. Nicole Lee. Sharon Lee. Suwan Lee. Walter Lee. Iju Lee. Eubin Lee. Peyton Lineweber. Lily Lee. Lisa Lee. Sean Lee. Alice Lynn. Stephen Ling. Jingyi Liu. Sophie Lovering. Eugene Lugalia. Catherine Lyman. Heaven Ma. Nicole Matafari. Vaishnavi Mahalingam. Mrinmay Mandal. Priya Mapara. Nivitha Mariappan. Cameron Martin. Mackenzie McManus. Connor McNeil.
Jarrett McRae. Puget Mehrotra. Nicole Meister. Catherine Michael. Lauren Mickenberg. Ali Milan. Saif Mira. Bilal Mirza. Megan Moore. Samantha Mora Rodriguez. Serena Mortazai. Mary Moser. Christopher Muir. Sindhori Muka. Lauren Muma. Chaitanya Morali. Karina Murphy. Gyunghee Na. Matthew Na. Nagavenkata Nagaswaran. Swadhin Nalubola. Mackenzie Nealon. Bona No. Ayodeji Odetola. Ayomede Odetola. Ashley O'Donoghue Wolcott. Chelsea Ofori.
Gerald Okonski. Yasmin Oldak. Tofumi Olujita. Jaden Owens. June Park. Rudia Park. Trisha Park. Hannah Parker. Juan Parra. Heer Patel. Ryan Patterson. Alexandra Pavo. Saisumana Petibotla. Michael Pellegrini. Manuel Perez Alvarez. Chenchu Vignesh Pernadi. Caitlin Phelps. Bryce Plunkett. Isaiah Poole. Adam Prechtel. Todd Price. Nicholas Priester. Claire Priestley. Emily Shabella. Aniga Rama Varma. Rekha Ramnath.
Gabriela Ramon Paez. Brian Reed. Carolina Hiquejo. Muez Riaz. Lucrazia Rege. Matthew Ritchie. Grace Rockefeller. Grace Rout. Kunal Roy. Timothy Russell. Jason Salit. Malini Sarkar. Miles Scharf. Connor Schleicher. Zoe Schoenfeld. Joshua So. Mario Shaker. Lucas Shapiro. Joshua Shin. Brandon Shipe. Jenny Shu. John Simsick. Brennan Sims. Arnav Sinha. Gabrielle Sinnott. Rachel Slattery.
Jeffrey Smith. Mia Smith. Jack Snavely. Jinhyun Song. Benjamin Suba. Alexandra Stanislavski. Ethan Sternagel. Jessica Stevens. Parker Subasic. Jerry Sun. Patrick Swensel. Farzad Tahiri. Yash Talreja. Parker Toole. Taryn Thielman. Meg Thompson. Tatiana Thompson. Thomas Thurman. Dylan Toth. Yusuf Tooney. James Towsend. Brian Tran. Zachary Trimper. Denise Trujillo. Courtney C. Christopher Upton. Braden Vaughn. Sophia Bela.
Rohit Vapa. Colin Verez. Zaina Wadi. Sophia Walsh. Jesse Wang. Julie Wong. Jacob Watson. Kirsten Wickner. Jeremiah Wilkins. Jaden Williams. Jeremy Wilson. Caitlin Juan. Chance Z. Ashley Zhu. Kevin Zhu. Alice Shu. Joseph Yahera. Franklin Yang. Kevin Yang. Tracy Yang. Kieran Yarlagada. Catherine Yates. Julia Yates. Michelle Yee. Deanna Yee. Heijun Yu. Sangmin Yoon. Christine Yoon. Alice Yu.
Marlena Yu. Alexander Zabriskie. Ali Zaidi. Yinjun Zhang. Kevin Zhang. Paul Zhang. Carissa Zhu. Andrew Zollner.
Now, all right, before we move on, can we get one more round of applause for our amazing principal and our amazing graduates? So next is also important, turning of the tassels, but I want to add a little quick piece of advice before we go. So I did this at like 1:30 in the morning last night, so it might be really bad. कहते हैं कि अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसी तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. This is, as you can tell, this is from a Bollywood movie. It's called Om Shanti Om. Came out It came out in 2008, and I watched it when I was 9 years old, and this quote always stuck out to me. It says, quote, "It is said that if you really desire something from the heart, then the whole universe will work towards you getting that." When we leave here today, we will face obstacles. Our journey is not guaranteed to be smooth, but what we all must remember always is to hold tight to the people and things that we love most and always work towards your dreams. If you put in the hard work and dedication, then the universe will indeed help you. And now we have one more thing to do before we call ourselves high school graduates. Class of 2018, we are almost there. We're only moments away from becoming graduates of Centennial High School, only moments away from leaving our 4 years of high school into the past and stepping into the future. The turning of the tassels takes only a brief moment, but it symbolizes something much bigger. It symbolizes a bold step into the unexplored future. So, at this time, class of 2018, please celebrate with me by turning your tassel from the right to the left, if I can do it. Congratulations!